You're the main character. Life asked me, what am I carrying that I need to lay down to build what's next? That's a heavy question, especially after this week that I've just had. It's a heavy question. I am carrying a lot of emotional weight after investing in key elements over the last 10 years. But I have to let go and let God. I have to accept that not everything will last forever, and that there are periods in life that you have to go through to understand that people coming into your life in and out. But it's your life that you're living. You're the main character. You're not playing a supporting role for your own life. You're the main character. If you keep on holding on to whatever you're holding on to, this is what I found out this week. If I keep on holding on to whatever I'm holding on to, it can either kill you or it can put you in places where whatever you're trying to build, as a builder, you find that not letting go of things from previous seasons can put you in a position where what you're building, it's not built on a strong foundation. But once you let go and you let God, as a builder, you will be able to build without limit, because you've let go and you've let God. Building spiritual connection, building emotional connection, whichever way you're doing it as a business owner with people, is very costly, and you're investing time. Time is currency. You have to be wise how you invest in time and how you're spending time with people and how they're spending time with you. It's very important, because you build each other. And if it's done well, it can have really good returns on both ends, on both parties. Again, with people that you have different relationships with, whether it be in your business, in your home, with your kids. So every time is important. And as you're spending time building relationships, it's important for clear communication, because you've invested your time and you want your returns to be good. If you don't spend the right time, the returns can be so costly, spiritually and also in terms of time, because once you've lost time, you can't get it back again. This week, I realized that I need to release any spirit of fear or anxiety that I might have on anything that I'm building, any relationship that I am building. And I have to let go and let God. And I have to let go and move forward and build relationships. I have to release fear and just not walk with it. Just let go of it. When you're going through the season of you've lost everything, or a season where you've built relationship and relationships have been lost, for me, obedience would be, if I let God do his work, I can only do my part. But I have to have faith that what you've done or what you've built up to that point of where you are right now, you keep doing what you're doing and keep trusting in God and keep following in God's purpose, God will do his work. Hey, Jesus, you're going so deep. Yeah. Obedience for me will be to let go and let God do his work. Anything that I build, I have to let go and let God, and trust that if I do everything to the best of my ability and believe that God has seen that I'm trying from the best of my heart, I will continue building and learning from what I've gone through in terms of experiences over the last 10, 20 years, and pinch all the best of different type of relationships I've gone through, either business, either with my children, friends, family, and understand that those small moments or different occasions, the good parts were highlighting the good parts in you, and the bad parts were highlighting the bad parts in you. And I will continue building the businesses and let the last many years out of the time I've invested in people, in business, in relationships, to take that as moments, as parts of my life that's building me towards becoming everything I am as an entrepreneur, in my spirit, and as a musician. I'm sure you've gone through life and you've recognized harmful patterns that you've invested time that you should have yielded return, and it's now causing you so much pain and costing you time. I'm sure we're in the same page. I'm not the only person. You should be relieved you're not the only person. Like, we're together. We're all going through these things. I just guess I'm the one who has to talk about it like this and put it out there so that I build and broadcast as we're going through this season. So I think this whole happened this week when I was coding. I have this web application that I'm working on. It's an AI fast mailing solution. So basically it's just for email marketing, where you can send newsletters, but it's AI fast. So I was working on this project. I've been working on it for the last few months as I work on other projects, but this specific project, I've been working on an ecosystem for my business. So this is almost coming towards the end of my ecosystem. So we'll have my own mailing tool that's built off the back of AI. This is the last hurdle, but you realize that there are relationships that you can build, and they can help build with you. And there are relationships that you also have that will help you build, but yeah, they will just take. So you have two people in life, the ones that will build or the ones that will take. So give and take, basically. But this specific project, it's not hard, it's so simple. But the spiritual warfare that I'm going through, it's crazy, guys. I'm joking. So I've noticed a pattern in my life from October, November, December. I normally have like a big summit towards the end of the year, at the end of September. And I've realized over the last years of my life, in October, November, December, I don't know what it is, after the summit, what happens is that I go through a spiritual warfare whereby it attacks either my spirit or my mind or my body or my environment. Yeah, environment. So this summit, I was prepared for it. And knowing that I'm coming towards the end of my web applications that I'm building as part of my portfolio to show my clients, I understood that I'll be going through another warfare as I go through this journey of now me building and broadcasting it to you. And I've realized there's a pattern of a warfare that comes in those 3 months that derails me off my year. And I end up being behind as my year goes by. So I can have plans, I can have ideas of what I want to do for the coming year. I go through the fast, and then you come out of that straight, you go in, and there's a battle. And I feel like I've been losing it, because every time I come out as a loser, but this time round, I am not fighting it. I have won it. I have defeated you. Yeah, you've been defeated, right? It's trying to now come in between me and my AI fast mailing solutions and my other apps that I'm creating. It's trying to derail me from like now building and broadcasting it with you. And I noticed as I come closer to completing this app, because this is the final piece of my web application ecosystem for my automation tools within the business, I'll be able to reach out to more people so that they can see what I am building and what I'm broadcasting out for you all to see. This time I have let go. This October, November, December, I have let go. I'm trying it different. I'm trying to fight this battle different. I'm no longer holding on to things that will hold me back. My spirit is ready to let go. And holding on to the past or what you think is the right thing, especially when it's not the right thing, it might end up killing you. It might end up hurting you. It might end up hurting your business. It might end up hurting the relationship with your children, family, friends. You have to remember holding on to what it's not giving you life will take life from you. In anything that you build, in anything that you're being creative with, if it's not giving you life, it will take life away from you. For me to surrender and accept, it creates peace. It creates peace. That peace creates space for creativity to flow. So imagine that. So my AI fast mailing or email, I still don't have a name. It's just an automation tool, but it's really good for mailing. It's done. It's finished. The battle between me and whatever October, November, December is still on. But I know I'm not fighting it myself. You can sign up to my weekly newsletter that I will be sending out emails to just catch up with you and see how things are going and where I am so far in my week. I have hope that I have to now live what I say and believe in what I say. It's not just saying it, but I actually have to live it and I have to walk it. That's why I realized that release will cost energy at first, but peace will come after letting go. So this week I've been reading Genesis 13 and 14, or 13 to 14, and also John 10:10. It's important of you letting go, because If you don't, you're working with what the thief has been sent out to do. What I've understood from John 10:10 is that Jesus is saying that I came so that you may live fully, not half alive with heavy burdens. He's saying, like, I came so that you can live fully and live full life. Again, not to steal, kill, or destroy. He came so that you can have full life. The abundance in Jesus is based on you surrendering, just accepting and letting go and letting God. You can't build next with your hands tied, holding on to something previous. It just doesn't work. With Genesis 13 to 14, with Abraham and Lot, they had so much. You can see when Abraham goes to save Lot, after he does that, he doesn't go back to his old ways. He just moves forward. He goes and he meets the high priest. And throughout the two parts, I realized that there's conflict, separation, and then revelation, and then expansion. It just has to happen. And it's just the law of nature. It's how it's been. So you might ask yourself, in terms of, you have a lot. When do you have to part ways? You've walked with this person. When do you have to part ways for you to get your abundance in what you're building in the relationship? Again, back to your business, back to your family or your friends. All of these relationships that I have. Who is my lot that I have to let go so that I can move forward? So, where in your week are you holding on to what life has asked you to lay down? No matter how hard it is, I have to let go and let God and trust that this process that I am going through now, and in this season of building and broadcasting, I believe that God will help me to become everything I am for His purpose. Join me next week for episode 3 to find out what happened as we continue in this journey of me journaling, becoming everything I am.